The year was 2089, and the world as we knew it had changed. Decades of neglect and destruction had left Earth a barren wasteland, with only one city remaining, the last outpost of humanity. It was a sprawling metropolis, shielded by a powerful force field that kept out all forms of danger. But within the safety of the city walls, life was far from perfect. Resources were scarce and tightly rationed, and the citizens lived in constant fear of their fragile existence being threatened. The leaders of the city constantly reminded its inhabitants that they were lucky to be alive, for outside those force fields lay nothing but death and destruction. Amidst this bleak reality, there was one person who refused to accept such limitations. Dr. Amelia Hughes was a brilliant scientist who had dedicated her life towards finding solutions for the problems faced by society. But her radical ideas often clashed with those in power, who saw her as a threat to their control over the city. One day, while conducting experiments in her lab on the outskirts of the city, Dr. Hughes made an astonishing discovery. She had found a way to breach the force field that protected their home. She couldn't believe her own findings at first, but after numerous tests and calculations, she knew that what she had discovered could change everything. With excitement and trepidation coursing through her veins, Dr. Hughes hurried back to the city to share her breakthrough with others. But before she could even reach the entrance gates, she was captured by security forces who had been monitoring her every move. Drastically outnumbered and outgunned, Dr. Hughes put up little resistance as she was dragged into confinement by armed guards. Her research notes were confiscated and deemed too dangerous for anyone else to know about. For days she languished in solitary confinement until an unexpected ally came to her rescue, Jack Harrison, a rebellious street-smart scavenger who had long questioned the city's authority and rules. He had been watching her movements for some time and knew that she could hold the key to changing their lives for the better. Together, they escaped from the city and set out on a thrilling journey through a devastated world. As they traveled through barren landscapes and abandoned cities, they stumbled upon clues that hinted at a much darker truth behind the force field and why the city was isolated in the first place. With each revelation, Dr. Hughes' determination to share her discovery with others only grew stronger. She realized that it wasn't just about breaking free from the restraints of their current existence, but also about finding answers and justice for those who had been kept in the dark. As they made their way towards their final destination, where it was said that those who were truly free lived, Jack and Dr. Hughes encountered numerous obstacles and danger, but their courage never wavered. Finally, after weeks of traveling, they reached a hidden laboratory where Dr. Hughes' research notes were being guarded by an elite group of scientists who had long ago lost sight of what real progress meant. And so, with Jack's help, Dr. Hughes shared her discovery with them all, that there was life beyond their walls, waiting to be explored and rebuilt. And as they watched in amazement as the force field came down for the first time in decades, a new chapter began for humanity, one of adventure, hope, and endless possibilities.